Hi, I'm Heather, welcome to my channel, and this is your yoga morning stretch. Let's get started. We'll begin with child's pose. So come take a seat on your mat, your big toes are together and your hips are as wide as you'd like. Obviously the wider they are, the deeper the stretch you'll feel. And begin to walk your hands out and crawl them on the mat until your forehead touches the mat. And just take a moment to connect to your breath and maybe even set an intention for this morning, whether that's how you want to feel. You could also use an affirmation, which is a positive I am statement, such as I am positive, I am joyful. I'll give you some space to think about that. And begin to walk your hands over to the left side of the mat and stretch into the side of your body. Enjoying the sounds of nature. I think that was a bee, even bees. And begin to walk your hands over to the right as well, keeping your forehead on the mat. It's going to be a beautiful day today. Bring both hands back to center and we'll come onto our bellies. So I'm going to stretch both legs behind you, coming into a baby cobra. Keep your hands close in towards your body and we'll push up into our hands, keeping our shoulders back, just feeling a nice stretch. And release. You can walk your hands a little bit out as well and push up if you want a deeper stretch. If not, just stick with the one we just did then. You can even look to the left side and to the right, and release. Keep your arms in like a cactus shape by the side of you. You're looking down to the mat, and on your next inhale you're going to lift your upper body off the mat and pushing your arms back, engaging your shoulders, and release, forehead back to the mat. You want to keep your neck nice and straight here. We'll do two more. Lift up. Keep your abs engaged as well, your core. And one more. Lift the upper body up off the mat and release. You can use your arms as a cushion for the next move. Going to lift the lower body off the mat as well. So keep your forehead on your hands, engage your glutes and begin to lift your feet and your thighs off the mat. And we'll do two more times. Release, engage and lift up. And release one more time. Engage your glutes and begin to lift, lift, lift. Abs are engaged here as well. And release. Bend one knee in towards you and bend the other one in. And if you can, begin to hold onto the ankles. If you can't quite make it there, don't worry about it. Just continue to, you could do a Sphinx pose here, which will mean you're on your arms and pushing your shoulders back. But if you feel ready, you can hold here, feel a nice stretch in the thighs, that might be enough. Or you can begin to lift your chest off the mat and lift the upper body off the mat for bow pose. Feeling open, this is great for opening your shoulders. And release. And push back into downward facing dog, our first one. Heels push back in towards the mat. Your shoulders away from your ears. You can even pedal out the feet as well. Feeling good stretch in the calves, the hamstrings. inhale, lift the right leg up, three-legged dog, and bend it over, opening up the hip, and bring it forward for low lunge. So back knee comes down towards the mat. We'll just hold here. You can do some pulses here. We normally hold poses in yoga and they're quite static, but today I'd like you just to explore your range of motion if that feels comfortable to you. Push back for a hamstring stretch now. Again, same thing, you can pulse a little bit. You can even pulse down. Back into a low lunge, a few pulses here. Push back into a hamstring stretch. Pulsing down. Back into a low lunge. See if you can create a little bit more space here. Moving into a hamstring stretch and just holding here. You can stay here, you can fall down, or you can even bring the glute to the mat and fold over the legs. This is very deep stretch, so just be gentle with your body today. Breathe into that hamstring and exhale. And come back into downward facing dog. Remember to push into the fingers as well to distribute the weight. And we'll switch sides. Left leg reaches up and open for a hip stretch as well. And bring your left foot forward for a low lunge. Again, like before, we'll just do some pulses here. Just to create a different movement rather than just static and still. Push back into a hamstring stretch. You can pulse the glute if that feels good, or pulse down with your upper body. That's a little bit more intense. And back to a low lunge. While you're doing these motions, also connect back to your intention for this practice, whether that was an affirmation or a feeling you wanted to create. And push back into a hamstring stretch. And just bring that back into your awareness about the kind of day you want to create for yourself. Back into low lunge. A few more pulses here. And hamstring stretch. Again, you can stay as we were, or bring that glute to the mat and begin to fold over. Creating some hamstring flexibility. If you do feel any pain, please don't go as deep. We want to stretch our bodies, but we don't want to injure ourselves. And slowly back into a low lunge and then into downward facing dog. See if your heels can reach the mat a little bit more than before as we've opened up our bodies. And begin to walk your feet towards your hands. This is great for the hamstrings as well. Keep a gentle bend in your knees. Hold on to opposite elbows and begin to rock side to side for ragdoll fold. You can even move your head, say yes. Yes, I'm here for a great day. Shake your head, no. No to negativity. And slowly roll up, inch by inch, no rushing here, so your head is the last thing to come up. And step out. So your feet are in a diagonal, and we're just going to fall down. And keep a bend in the knees and start to bend one knee and then the other. Just moving slowly, feeling the stretch. You can even move the upper body as well, like a dance. You can go into your full skandasana, why not, if you feel the flexibility is there. If not, just stick with what we were just doing before. You can even play, why not? It's a good day. Woo! It always reminds me of like Spider-Man or something, this move. And wherever you are, just find yourself into a yogic squat. So you want to bring your feet a little bit closer together, sink your glutes to the floor, use your elbows to push into your thighs. And again, just rock side to side. If you don't have the flexibility, you can be on your toes, just moving like this. That's also amazing. And that great stretch, especially if we're going to be sitting a lot today or driving. This is going to be great. And bring your glutes to the mat. Bring the soles of your feet together for reclined butterfly pose. Well, it's not reclined, is it? But butterfly pose. And you can either sit up here, or if you want, you can fold over. You can either hold onto your toes, you can even hook the arms underneath, whatever feels good to you. And again, you can move the upper body side to side. An option to even pump the legs as well, up and down, because we're just here to create more space, and sometimes doing this can help us to achieve a deeper stretch than we would have had before. It's up to you, do a bit of pumping motion. And slowly roll up wherever you are. You have an option here to stay cross-legged. We're doing some side twists, or you can do it with a square pose. Just like a seated position, except you're going to bring the foot onto the opposite knee and bring that knee to the opposite foot as well. So this is your square pose. See where you are. If you want to try it with a block, you can. That can also help. Or sit on a block as well, or you can even put a cushion underneath, or just stay cross-legged. Bring your left arm to the mat, right arm reaches overhead, stretching the side body. You can even do some pulses here as well. And other side. And then fold forward as well. Fold over the legs, wherever you are. You can even move the body side to side, feeling a stretch in the glutes and the hips. And slowly roll up. If you had your legs crossed, you can just move them from side to side, just to get that blood flowing again, and switching sides. Left foot is on the mat and your right foot goes over the left, or whichever one you had at home. I always get confused as to which one I've already done. Moving into a side twist now. Your left hand is going to go onto the right knee, right arm behind you, and look over your right shoulder. You can even push into that left hand if that feels good. Just, again, like I said, we're exploring our flexibility here. And other side, so switching sides, left arm's behind you. Feeling a big stretch into your shoulders. And come back to center and fold over the legs. You can stay static and hold the pose, or you can move around, move your upper body left to right. You could even pulse to see if you can bring your forehead to the mat. Again, we're not forcing our body, we're just exploring. And wherever you are, slowly roll up. Again, windshield wiper the legs. And come to take a seat to finish off the practice. Just close your eyes. And notice how your body feels. Also notice how you feel emotionally. And whatever your intention or affirmation was at the start of this class, if you did have one, and just take a moment of reflection here to bring it back into your mind's eye. Repeat it. Begin to open your eyes, taking the world around you. Arms outstretched, let's bring them together. Let's close this practice off. Both arms reach up into prayer and bring that prayer into your heart, setting that intention for the rest of your day. And bow forward, honor yourself, honor the world around you, and namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me. I really hope you enjoyed today's practice. If you did, please do give this video a thumbs up and drop a comment as well. It will really help the channel grow, and I appreciate it. It helps support my channel and free yoga on YouTube as well. Also on my channel, I've got plenty of other yoga videos from Yin. I also have ankle weights, some cardio. I also have a 28-day elements course where each week we focus on a different element, and there's yoga in there, EFT, which is, if you've never tried it, is tapping, emotional freedom technique. There's some meditation and lots of other goodies. So if you want to check that out, it is on my channel. There is a playlist. Thank you so much, and I will see you in the next video. Have a beautiful rest of your day.